What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that title was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. I'm gonna just start it off. Based off of this video alone. This is what President Trump said about Zohran Mamdani.
Look at New York. I mean, he's a nice guy. Calls me all the time, says hi. But his policies are no good. He's chasing people out and causing a lot of harm to everybody. I mean, everybody's taxes are going through the roof.
This is what Mamdani said about President Trump recently. He said this recently. Not even, and as I'm saying this, I'm not saying Zohran Mamdani is saying that he said this here, he said this. He's saying that he directly said this to President Trump, y'all. He said, I've said to the president, ICE has nothing to do with elections. New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani said he would do everything in his power to prevent ICE agents from being deployed at polling places in his city. In his city. That's what he said. I don't know if y'all don't remember, but back then, President Trump specifically said this. Ben 100. Listen what President Trump says.
Mr. President, your beloved New York City. Your beloved New York City may well be led by a communist soon, Zohran Mamdani, who in his nomination speech said he will defy ICE and will not allow ICE to arrest criminal aliens in New York City. Your message to communist Zohran Mamdani.
Well, then we'll have to arrest him. Look, we don't need a communist in this country, but if we have one, I'm going to be watching over him very carefully on behalf of the nation. We send him money. We send him all the things that he needs to run a government. And by the way, they get about 3 times what you get, Ron. If you look at the per capita, Florida gets 1/3 of what New York gets in terms of the numbers. Why don't you give us those numbers?
Yeah, well,
because that's what we should send him.
Yeah, well, like sometimes people say Florida gets more because they count Social Security recipients, but that's not money to the state. Those are seniors that live here. If they moved to North Carolina, you could count it there. So it has no interaction with the state government. They get more in the city and state governments than we get.
Right, substantially. We're going to be watching that very carefully, and a lot of people are saying he's here illegally. We're going to look at everything, and ideally. He's going to turn out to be much less than a communist. But right now, he's a communist. That's not a socialist. You know, I've always said, we will not have socialism in this country. In the speeches, I said, well, what? They skipped socialism. And you get a lot of them like that. And you see AOC, she's out there with her, bad IQ. She's out there ranting and raving about how wonderful he is. And look, so far he's winning. He still has a race to win, but so far he's winning, and he has an advantage as a Democrat in New York City. I was there a long time ago, and it was a long time since a Republican won the city. Yeah, but you would think that a Republican would be able to win. Or you have a good independent running, Mayor Adams, who's a very good person. I helped him out a little bit. He had a problem, and he was unfairly hurt over this question. He made a statement to the effect that this is terrible. New York City can't have all these immigrants come in. And like he was indicted the following day. And I said, that was a phony indictment. And it was a phony indictment. That was a Biden indictment. I said, don't feel bad. I got indicted 5 times every time you opened your mouth. That was a bad group. That was a very dangerous group, I will tell you. These were not nice people. That was the only thing they could do. They had no policy. They had no skill. They had no anything. But they were very good at that. They were vicious, vicious, horrible people. Thank you very much.
Y'all see it. Y'all see it right there. So mind you, President Trump said himself, we will have to arrest him. And y'all see what Zohran Mamdani is trying to do. Got it right here. It says, President of the United States just threatened to have me arrested. Stripped of my citizenship and put in a detention camp and deported. Not because I have broken any law, but because I refuse to let ICE terrorize our city. His statements don't just represent an attack on a democracy, but an attempt to send a message to every New Yorker who refused to hide in the shadows. If you speak up, they will come for you. We will not accept this intimidation. Let me tell y'all something about this. The thing about Zohran Mamdani, man, is that when a person is directly speaking on you, why throw in New York? Like, what is this whole New Yorkers? Like, why is he's making it seem like first of all, that he cares about New Yorkers. He doesn't care about New Yorkers. I'm going to show y'all some stuff That literally goes to show y'all that he doesn't care about New Yorkers. He's wanting to control New Yorkers. He truly is. Before we get into that, though, I want to show y'all this. I seen this video and I was like, man, I gotta show them this. I gotta show them. Because usually this I have a lot. You know, you got 200 comments, 822 people that have reposted this, and just up under 2,000 likes. So I know a lot of people haven't seen this. It says, this is Mamdani's New York City. The Muslim population rose from about 600,000 in 2000 to 750,000 in 2020 due to the high birth rates and importing of illegals. So again, you have, you know, that Biden administration that, you know, that had that border open, obviously. Had everything, you know, and then now that birth rate, you know, just going up. It's a lot. It says now under Mamdani, that population is skyrocketing, y'all. It's skyrocketing. Just look at this.
Allahu Akbar.
My thing is, like I said before, it ain't nothing that I can sit here and be like, you know, I'm not about to sit here and make it seem like I just don't like people praying. I feel like it's more so of how they're doing it. I mean, you literally have people on streets, sidewalks, parks, everything, praying on the side while people are walking through. They have their prayers and stuff on loudspeakers. Like it's nothing wrong with praying. It's how they're doing it and what they're this is just not it. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just not it. Says Democrats are doubling down on the crazy and is going to cost them big. Far left New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani has admitted his passion for socialism is only growing stronger. Check it out.
Socialism is only growing. He argues it can flourish anywhere.
Do you still believe in democratic socialism? Do you still think it can be effective?
I believe in it even more than I did the day before, and that's because of the fact that it is focused on the needs of working people.
Is it time for a younger generation of politicians in the Democratic Party?
I think it's time for a party that reflects the urgency that we're seeing across this country in terms of hunger, frankly, that is not as much tied just to age, but to vision. It is sad that for too many Americans, when they want to look for ambition in the Democratic Party, they have to turn to a history book.
Well, the mayor is part of a growing wave of extreme left attitudes, policies within the Democrat Party led by Senator Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Progressive Congresswoman-elect Ana Lilia Mejia just won a special election in New Jersey, and some far-left Senate candidates are surging in the polls as well. Critics even among Democrats say this could be a problem for Democrats across the country. Joe Concha argues it helps the GOP, quote, the bad news is that socialism is becoming more accepted by voters on the left. The good news is that it gives Republicans a huge opening to paint the party as one that increasingly embraces socialism and all of its radical plans against some common sense. Power panel now, David Avella, chairman of GOPAC. Megan Hayes, former director of message planning in the Biden White House. All right, David, I'm going to start with you. So the thinking is this helps the GOP. Do you agree or disagree?
It does help the GOP, but I have an idea for the three of us. We should start a moving van company.
I'm truly, and I'm not even trying to just listen.
GOP, but I have an idea for the three of us. We should start a moving van company.
Like I'm just saying, like I truly I don't get it, man. I don't get it just for the simple fact. I truly dislike the simple fact that you have these individuals that are constantly wanting to really just see the worst, out of America. The next thing that I'm about to show y'all, I find this completely weird. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care how anybody say it, it's very weird about this. A lot of these things that he's doing for social media, he's doing for this look, and it's definitely sickening on how he's doing it. Zohran Mamdani is now randomly knocking on doors and demanding to inspect people's homes. Y'all can't tell me that this right here is literally trying to control. I'm just saying, like, this is wild. This is wild, y'all. Is it not?
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm all right.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Mayor Mamdani, we're here to inspect the home and to make sure everything's up to code.
You're in charge now.
All right, ready? Tell me where to go.
You want to check the window guard?
Okay. 11 is a negative.
The spring balance is broken. This is not supposed to be.
There's a lot of New Yorkers who live with a worry about whether or not the conditions they're living in are actually up to code. As you can see, it's the city's job to deliver on that.
And that's very important.
Yeah. This specific code we're looking at, the importance of it is for kids.
Yeah.
Exactly. Children under the age of 6. But the good thing is as we were coming in, it was an opportunity to look at the whole building.
Right.
Is the fire escape as it should be?
We want to address.
Let me tell y'all something. There's a lot of people that don't like Mamdani that's in New York City, but they're not gonna say. Y'all know why a lot of times they're not gonna say nothing. That I don't like you. You can get out. You can do this. You can do that. First of all, a lot of people ain't like that. There's a lot of times that people, because a lot of this, I'm telling y'all for a fact, a lot of these people that he come across that he talk to and stuff like that, that's very not like giddy, like, oh my, it's the mayor, blah, blah. A lot of those people I can tell right now they don't like Zohran Mamdani. It's just one of those things to have a bunch of people that surround him. He's talking to you one-on-one. You trying to look presentable. You trying to be cordial. And I know y'all probably, obviously, me personally, hey, I don't mess with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's people that, is cordial, just, cool. And you got a whole bunch of cameras in your face. That's what he loves to do. I find this crazy though.
The fire escape.
Yeah.
There's some flower pots there in the corner. So technically, there's not supposed to be anything on the fire escape. So that would be a violation.
Yeah, is all the information posted as you walk in?
Right.
But there's no apartment number listed.
Right. So this is incorrect.
You identified, I think, breaking the plaster.
Yeah.
This guy's top tier. Top tier. I kept walking too fast. He was like,
Slow down.
"You gotta look for this. You gotta look for this."
He knows this stuff, huh?
22 years.
In this case,
How many violations did you see today?
Well, all the window spring balances that have to be replaced.
Those were 2, right?
Those were 1, 2, 3.
3?
Those were 3. The AC.
4?
Okay. We're also going to hit them with the window guard violation, and then we have here the one violation for the local law 86.
Which is the incomplete information on the side?
No, that's another one.
That's another one.
That's a different one. So that's 2.
Another one.
Yes, so that's 2.
Okay. It was a pleasure to be here at this building with a number of inspectors from HPD.
Man, let me tell y'all something. This just goes to show you that everything this man does is for the cameras. Everything that this man does is literally for the cameras, y'all. He wants himself to make it look like he's actually out in the community and doing for the community. You can tell. Like, you definitely can tell when somebody is on that and when they're trying to do that. I'm telling y'all. It's definitely sickening that they even own this. This is more of that video, the end of the video that, obviously I didn't get to show. When I at the end of this video. I was looking at it, I'm like, man, wait. I think this is the same video. Check it out.
Record numbers of folks who are living in the big cities moving out, going to smaller cities, going to states with a far better tax system because they see where the path is headed. They know it's getting more expensive to live in their states or their cities, and they're taking off. So I got an idea for us. We should become entrepreneurs together.
And forgive me, did you include Washington State in that?
That's another big one.
Yeah. I mean, those taxes that they want, that 9.9%, sounds a lot like Mamdani's 9.9% that didn't fly temporarily here in the city. We'll see what happens forward in New York. But they're really trying to get that through in Washington State. That's not good news in terms of income for high earners, business owners, the people who hire other people. Megan, what do you make of it? I mean, if the far left and the socialists in your party are taking over. Do you fit into that category with them?
No, you know I'm a very moderate person, but I also think that most Americans also don't know the labels. They want things that are being done, and they see action. Mamdani got 100,000 potholes fixed within his first 100 days. He got $1.2 billion for universal child care. These are things that actual working-class Americans care about, and they don't see their government working for them right now, so they're turning to other people. So they're not looking at...
Let me tell you something. Everything that Mamdani is saying, and he's gonna do this and he's gonna do that, it's everything is, and I get so irritated at like some people that truly look at some fact. Like he said the other day, we have record numbers of the crime and the things that's going down in New York City, and we've done better than before, and this, that, and other. Y'all know why a lot of those crimes have went down. And a lot of people probably gonna disagree with me, obviously. But President Trump, when people see and hear, okay, the National Guard is going there, ICE is going there, it may look like it was bad and things, and it's a lot of places that I feel like it should, like when it comes down to the National Guard and ICE, that they need to be. I'm one of those people that I support it. It needs to be like this. But at the same time, when you have that, those things actually work. I don't see a lot of people talking about ICE or the National Guard or this, that, and the other right now. Y'all want to know why? I'm speaking on the people that don't really like it. Because things are getting in order. There's been a lot of deportations happen. There's been a lot of arrests that's been happening. It's seeming like, it's quieting down because it's working. Things are working and things are running smooth. I think so. I don't know about y'all. It's a lot of work. I ain't saying it ain't a lot of work that needs to be done. But I'm telling y'all, things are definitely running smooth. You literally got it right here, and I want to check this out and show y'all this. The Mets are pretty mad. I'll tell you that. Calling it the Mamdani curse. Said it's still early in the 2026 MLB season, but things are looking bleak for the New York Mets, especially after recent visit from the city's socialist mayor, Zohran Mamdani. The Mets started the season 7-4. If y'all don't know, that's actually pretty cool. It's pretty nice. But now they're in the middle of an 11-game losing streak. Critics online say it's all Mamdani's fault. Ever since he's visited, they've lost. I'm telling y'all, it's definitely wild. It's definitely wild. I'm not even gonna lie. Me personally, I don't know. But, that's what New Yorkers are calling it. I'm telling y'all. One thing about it, President Trump, posted and said, and y'all can find this, Benny Johnson. As President of the United States, I'm not going to let this communist lunatic destroy New York. Rest assured, I have all the levers and I have all the cars. I'll save New York City and make it hot and great again, just like I did with the good old USA. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. You already know. Stay tuned for more videos, y'all. I'm going to try my best to drop bangers after bangers after bangers. Much love to everybody. Catch y'all next one.